Hello guys, I want to offer us a very simple 1 minute strategy. As I said, 1 minute strategy, it's not gonna take you more than 1 minute for you to use this strategy. Watch how you do it, and this is specifically for step index. This is specifically for step index. If you're a step index trader, here is your 1 minute analysis strategy. The first thing you have to do here is to go to 4-hour time frame. When you go to 4-hour time frame, watch the direction of the market. Looking at the market now, where can you say that the direction of the market is? The direction of the market is an upward movement. Now this morning, I met the market at this very point while the market was still going up. So the first thing I have to do is to check if there is a previous support or resistance up. But now the market is going up. What we need to check is a previous resistance. So I scroll down backward to see, squeeze the chart 3x. Here is it. There is a very good previous resistance at this very point. What next do you have to do? Pull out your horizontal line. As you pull out your horizontal line, you place it at that very point. Now, you don't just have to place it at that very point. You're going to place it between the body and the shadow of the candle. And by doing that, that means you need two horizontal lines to do that. So the first horizontal line, will place it at the body, close to the body. Then the second horizontal line, will place it at the peak of the shadow of the candle. So what does it mean? It means that the area we're going to consider is between these two lines. So if I'm to give it a little mark there, let's assume that we'll pull out another object. So this is the zone we're looking at. So looking at this zone, we can change the color so that it can be plain. Okay, so within this zone is what we are looking at for. Did it take you up to 2 seconds for you to pull two horizontal lines? No, it can't take you. So what you have to do is to go back to your lower time frame. At the point when the market gets inside that very horizontal line, at that very place, what did the market do? Did you see any reaction in the 15-minute time frame? No, you might say. Now, what are the reactions you need to see? The reaction you need to see is candlestick pattern or chart pattern. Any of these reactions in this very zone you have already marked on that very resistance in the 4 hours time frame. Any reaction of the candle you see, boom, you go in. Now we didn't see any reaction in the 15-minute time frame. Our entry time frame is 15 minutes and 5 minutes. Now we didn't see in 15 minutes, we'll switch over to the 5 minutes. Did you see any entry trigger in the 5 minutes? Yes, for me, I saw an entry trigger. Now, if you are good in your candlestick patterns or your candlestick formation, check out inside this very frame. Did you see anything here? Yeah, I saw something. I saw this. Somebody can say that this is a hammerhead. Someone can say it's a shooting star. Some can say it's a pin bar. I don't know what you call it. But if you're good in your candlestick pattern, I think you must have seen this. Now, upon seeing this, this is called an entry trigger. Remember, it's a 1 minute time frame strategy. Set up your horizontal line. Wait for the market to retrace back to that very resistance or support. Second, go over to your entry time frame, the 15 minutes or the 5 minutes. Check out if you can see any candlestick formation or chart pattern. When I talk about chart pattern, I talk about M pattern, W pattern, head and shoulder pattern, anyone you can be able to identify or anyone you are good in trading. So that is what you're going to look at for at that very zone. And now when you see it at that very zone, after it formed and closed, start to make your entries. Where are you going to set your stop loss so that you're not gonna be hunt? What you're going to set your stop loss should be 5 points from your entry. Probably from here, which is your entry, you count 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Okay, so at 87, 89, that is where your stop loss is supposed to be, a little bit above this one, such that if the market throws a little bit hunt upward, the market is not going to cut you. It's still going to escape from the wind of the market. So that is it, guys. As I told us, it's a simple strategy that don't take you time to analyze and make your entry. The steps are very forward. Go to 4 hours. Identify a previous resistance or support depending on the direction the market is going. If the market is going down, you identify a previous support. If it is going up, you identify a previous resistance. Now here I identified a previous resistance at this very point. I mark out my two horizontal line, wait for the market to come to it, and when the market comes to it, I go over to my lower time frame, which is first 15 minutes, to check if there is any entry trigger there, but there is no entry trigger. yes, there's no entry trigger. Some might say that yes, there's an entry trigger here. Maybe some might take this as a bullish engulfing. But for me, this is not a bullish engulfing. Personally, I know my reasons. So what I did is I go over to the no lower time frame, which is 5 minutes. Remember, your entry time frame is 15 minutes and 5 minutes. Here we are in the 5 minutes. I now saw something that I am well convinced of. So when I see this, I am well convinced of it. I have to make my entries. And remember, guys, this trade, I don't just take it alone. Here is it in my group. This is the signal. I dropped the signal for my group. Okay, so I don't just take this trade alone. I also share it with my group, people around me. So if you have not joined the group, you can click the link and also join the group so that we can kill the market together. It's about how you approach the market, what you know, and you wait for what you know to come. And once what you know comes, you go in and boom, either in profit or it kicks against you. So this is it, guys. The 1 minute step index strategy is the best 1 minute step index strategy for anybody that is ready to kill the market. So guys, this is it. See you guys in the next video. Away.